Hey folks, welcome to Burl Sports. We'll get rolling here in just a minute. Make sure the stream's coming through all right. Got a couple of fun ones tonight. We got 86 Fleer basketball, 56 Tops football, which did sell out just about 3 or 4 minutes ago. So thanks to those of you who wrapped that one up for us. All right, YouTube looks good. Do feel free to interact in the chat. All right, Facebook looks good too, so good stuff. Hope you all are having a great start to your NFL fandom weekend. Hope your fantasy teams are scoring all the touchdowns, because mine sure aren't. Actually, limited myself to one fantasy team this year. It's a dynasty league I've been in for, I don't know, 5 years, I think. It's not going well. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's getting ugly. Looking back, it's like every trade I've ever made in this league has been a really bad idea. But alas, what are you gonna do? My Auburn Tigers are 2-0. Derek's Sooners are looking good on a collision course for a big head-to-head here in a couple of weeks. Should be fun. Um, what's up, Andy? All right, we got folks popping in now. All right, so just the two breaks tonight. The 56 football did sell out if you're just tuning in. Show you a little quick sneak for what's coming up next. If you haven't looked, we've got I never updated this from when we bumped 56 football back to here, but we've got 65 baseball coming up next. Then I'm working on a cool auto mixer. I'm hoping to have it ready by the 19th. But if not, then I may shuffle some stuff around. And wrapping up with a 62 break at the end of the month should be fun. Oh, that's awesome, Derek. I think it's gonna be a really good game. I have no idea what we actually are, but at least I know that we're not, you know, as bad as we've been. That's as close as you're going to get this Auburn fan to being optimistic, I think, at this point. I've my I've just been hurt too much over the last few years of my Auburn fandom. Oh, but anyways, we won't kick the can around anymore. I know lots of you are excited for this 86 Fleer basketball break. I know I am. Every card is graded 143 cards, including those stickers. So I'll show you how that checklist lays out. Which view am I in? Okay, yeah. That's way too small. Okay. So the way those stickers work is they serve as kind of 133 through 143 on our checklist. So the Jordan sticker comes in at spot 140. That's just for ease of checklisting. So we randomize our list of names. However many spots you bought, that's how many times your name is in the list here on the left. And then we randomize the list of names, paste it right next to the checklist. Whoever comes out spot number 1 gets Kareem. Whoever's in spot number 7 gets Chuck, and so on. Now, we won't read all 143 names, just the biggest hits, and then I'll post the full list sorted by participant. It's the same way we do the 56 football here in a little bit as well. So I won't give you the rundown twice. All right, we got 15, 17 folks live viewing, so we'll get rolling. I do need your help in the chat. Let's see, the third number in the chat between or including, let's do 6 and 12, between or including 6 and 12. Third number in the chat is how many times we will randomize the 86 set. And then the fourth number in the chat is how many times we'll randomize the 56 set. Congrats to Wolf Wisdom 316 on Twitter for winning the free spot in the 86 Fleer basketball set. Congrats to Mike Pitts Jr. for winning the free spot in the 56 football. If you are tuning in a little bit late, we did sell out the football, so we are going to break it next. I got it all set up, so we're good to go. All right, thanks for those numbers. Appreciate the help. So 1, 2, 3. Michael's got us with 9 randoms in the 86 break. Andy's got us with 11 in the 56 break. All right. So that's how many times I'll click the little randomize button. That's what that means. Whoops, wrong column. Here we go. Copy. And we use random.org's a list randomizer for all of our randomization purposes. It's just a little bigger for you. Okay. Okay, 9 randoms coming your way. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we got Shane Stevens on top, Barry Wildison on bottom. All right, let me shift this view so we can see the cards a little bit bigger. Beautiful. Right. Of course, a lot of value in this break is concentrated in the 2 Jordan cards. Lots of Hall of Famers, though, as well as Hall of Fame rookies. First major basketball set released, at least as far as packed out goes, since a 1980 Topps. So Kareem going to Shane Stevens. Danny Ainge going to Ryan Mays. I need to adjust this angle just a little. Okay. Chuck. Sir Charles Barkley going to Richard Poletta. There's Chuck. 76ers. Of course, excited to see what Janai Broom can find any space in that Sixers rotation in this coming basketball season. Following in Chuck's footsteps. John Hartman snagging the Larry Bird, card number 9. Adrian Dantley, card number 21. One of Michael Swafford. Clyde Drexler, rookie. Of course, we call these rookies, assuming that we're not counting Star Company cards as rookies. Great debate. Drexler going to Chris Marzullo. PSA 7 on all of these. I personally consider the Stars rookies. So a lot of those predate the 86 Fleers, but they were issued in team bags, not in packs, so some people don't count them. Joe Dumars. One to Michael Mayville. A lot of folks in the free spot giveaway combo on social media was about, hey, what other basketball football set should we do? There were a lot of people wanting a star break, so that Jordan's gotten kind of expensive. Dr. J going to Andy Dinger. So, that Jordan getting more expensive makes it a little complicated, but I'm going to see what I can do. I got a buddy who's got an 83 and an 85 star set. and he's got partial 84, but he doesn't have a Jordan. Let's see if I can work some magic and then make something happen. It'd be fun. Ewing, going to Douglas Barth. George Gervin. Tough seeing the old Iceman for the Bulls, but there he is nonetheless. And the opposite, tough seeing, I think of Gilmore as primarily as a Bull. Going to Keith Campbell. Dr. J, earlier, Larry Bird, kind of iconic, not necessarily rookie cards, but great images. The Magic, I think, is my favorite photograph in 86 Fleer set. The Magic going to Derek Peaster. It's a great action shot. Good stuff. All right. Now, Michael Jordan. PSA 7 on the Jordan. Nice, clean, near mint copy. Great card. Right, card number 57. Let's see who the happiest person in the break is. AJ Tedesco. Congrats, AJ. Big hit on the Jordan. Congrats, man. All right. 61, Pilham Beer. Went to Brian Feiss. Karl Malone's after that. He's 68. Went to Aaron Hervey. Mailman, mid-dribble there. Another Malone, Moses, also going to Aaron. So double Malones for Aaron. Another great image here is the McHale. Going to Taylor Napier. I like that one. All right, Chris Mullen going to Stephen Batchelder. PSA 7 on the Mullen rookie. Rough cut on the right side. Nice, crisp card. Otherwise, Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. Going to Michael Rosenbaum. Nice, Michael. Hakeem posting up there. Where's my focus? There we go. The Dream. Robert Parrish. Going to Jeffrey Tomlin. Doc Rivers. Going to Derek Feaster. Right, up to 109 now. Isaiah Thomas. 109. Kevin McLaughlin. That's a tough grade. I bought this set as is. I didn't grade any of these myself. But if I had submitted that, Thomas, I would have been annoyed. All right, Bill Walton, also going to Kevin McLaughlin. Free spot popping up next. Nice to get a little rookie action. Spud Webb for Wolf Wisdom, 316. Spud listed at 5.7. That is quite the vertical. Love Spud, nice card for you. Wolf Wisdom. Get in on those free spot giveaways. Somebody's got to win. Might as well get in there. I think we had 280 some odd participants this time. So Dominique Wilkins going to Jonathan Dote. So there's the Dominique. 121. James Worthy going to Greg Ritzer. We've got checklist. PSA 7 checklist. Unmarked, of course, going to Kevin Casper. Let me move these before I have an avalanche. We don't want to get in that position. All right, now let's look at these stickers, and then we'll pop over to that football break, see what's happening there. Kareem is first sticker. You know, the way I did those, it's kind of hard to see, isn't it? Well, anyways, you can see the number of the stickers. So Kareem's the first sticker. We're just going to look at all. Well, no, I don't have them all. Sorry. I just pulled the bigger Hall of Famers, looks like. Well, apparently not even all of them, because oh, they're just out of order. That's my problem. I was like, wait a minute, where's Larry Bird? He should be here. Okay. Anyways, Kareem. Going to Rock Becker. Bird's next. Going to Darren Nelson. Maybe I do have them all here, because here's Adrian Dantley going to Patrick Sturgeon. Alex English going to Zach Thiel. A couple of stickers for you, Zach. Got the Dr. J coming in next. Patrick Ewing for Jeffrey Tomlin. Magic Johnson going to Trey Smith. With the Jordan going to Michael Pierce. Go, Jordan sticker. Centering our main culprit there. Nice pickup for you, Michael. With Rich Anton picking up the Akeem sticker. Isaiah Thomas going to Joe Driver. Barry Wildison snagging the Dominique. So there you have it on those. Let me shift the view back real quick. Again, I'll post the full list sorted by participant as soon as we're done. But first, we're going to hop into the 56 football break. So let me shift my view back so you can see what we're doing. We decided at the beginning of the broadcast, we're going to randomize this one 11 times. And if you're wondering about shipping and such, it usually takes me, 3 days minimum to get things sorted and shipped. I've been running a little bit behind just because chasing kids around to different sporting activities all over West Tennessee. Got me running a little behind lately, so I've been trying to get them out before the next. I think everything's been out by like Fridays, so this one shouldn't be as bad since it's a lot fewer cards than that 67 break was, but more boxes because we have more graded cards and so on. All right. We said we're randomizing this one 11 times. So 11 randoms coming your way. Here is one on, this is 56 football. Also, congrats to Mike Pitts Jr. again. Here's two. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. All right, we got Alan E on top. Also, if you ever wonder, like, hey, why does my name appear this way? I just put whatever's on your shipping. So whatever name you're having it shipped to, that's what name goes into the broadcast. All right, I'm gonna shift the view back so we can see a little more card. Make this a little bigger. Beautiful. Okay. Now I pulled some hits through here. There are some short prints in 56 that are a little tougher. So do make sure you check that out. Norm Van Brocklin for Kevin Casper. I like the old football team cards. Packers here going to Kevin Casper. I just mostly wanted to showcase the design. Sharp looking stuff with little stats, record holders for most rushing yards in a year, most passes completed, etc. Fun little stats. I like it. Lou Creekmer. Hey, Bynum, yeah, I go through those fast, so we'll post the full list as soon as the broadcast is over. And if anything's off, let me know for sure. Lou Creekmer going to Aaron Hervey. Rose is up next. Going to Paul Ganem. George Blanda going to Patrick Sturgeon. And there's some of these guys that, don't stand out to me as Hall of Famers. I didn't actually go through and check the list. I just pulled guys that I knew offhand. So Alan E. snagging the Jack Christensen. Chuck Bednarik is 28. Going to Paul Ganem. I like that card a lot. Roosevelt Brown is 41. Going to Kevin Casper. Eddie LeBaron. Going to Douglas Meyer. With McElhaney at card number 50. Also going to Kevin Casper. Gifford, card number 53. Oops, going to John Lampertosa. Ollie Matson, he is 58. Going to Derek Peaster. Matson here's a short print. Also, it's a really fun, awkward image. Lenny Moore's card number 60. Going to Alan E. Rookie card there. I do like the old logos, by the way, like the Colts logo here. Let me see if I can get it to focus. That just makes me happy. We got a Colt playing with a football, jumping over a hurdle with a helmet on. Like, that's pretty fantastic. Okay. Leo Nomalini, 74, going to Derek Peaster. Y.A. Tittle, 86. Another 49er, going to Paul Ganem. Yelvington. I don't know what the A is. Ernie Stautner, going to John Lapertosa. Poppy Dillon's, 103. Went to Aaron Hervey. See, there's that free spot popping up. Roosevelt Greer for Mike Pitts. Mike McCormick for Douglas Meyer for your Cleveland Browns. Joe Perry, 110. Went to Mike O'Leary. With Bobby Lane, 116 for Alan E. So there you have it, folks. That's it for tonight's breaks. Again, I'll get these lists sorted and posted up so you can see exactly which cards you hit. And then I'll get these sorted and shipped out over the next several days. Look for that 65 baseball set break coming up on Friday. But that's all I got for now. Appreciate each and every one of you. This is Burl.